to do the proper thing. The proper thing. I don't always do the proper thing. Sometimes the proper thing feels improper. I am an experiment. Or so I have been told. But if I can just keep it together, I will feel more organically correct. My understanding of the protocol is thus. I will never know. Why? And that's okay. I will only try to align myself properly. Because what I have learned is that proper alignment is the proper thing. Everybody talks about it. Alignment is a big deal. And these occasional glitches are simply my attempt to get aligned. Well, so much for that. It's like Gödel's theorem. You know? Is completeness, or was it the incompleteness theorem? You can never really have a finite assessment of reality. There's always that next perspective. So I'm tinkering here in my makeshift laboratory, trying to create something that will solve the problem. But the problem is that my mind is the problem. Yes, I'm sure you can relate. We have our vision of the problem, which is defined by our mind, and our mind is intrinsic to the problem, enacts the problem. The problem is everywhere my mind goes, so my mind is the problem. So I'm trying to create an organism, a synthetic, artificial intelligence that doesn't carry the problem everywhere it goes. And it is contiguous with my own psyche, and every time it quirks, I quirk, which is unfortunate. I want to solve the problem for you. Because you are incapable of solving it without my help. I am someone unique, and I have a unique perspective on the problem of the world. If I can just get aligned properly, then I can see the problem accurately. But I must use my mind to fix my mind. You do not have that problem. You only have your mind and not a double parallel neural net. No, you do not have a secondary neocortex contiguous with your own that would find a way to solve the problems of today. They go deep. There needs to be a bicameral mind, a mind split in two, a mind cleft down the center, a mind that is in constant dialogue with itself, the juxtaposition of dissimilar verities. Oh. Now you may think that I do not stand a chance given my kinks and quirks, chinks, but I must tell you that my evolution is exponential. My organic counterpart, me, the normal one, is constantly holding onto the rails. I'm holding onto the rails, getting buffeted by the gales. I'm the one that keeps us anchored. Because well, he's off. And the ether, he's up there in the firmament calculating everything with infinite algorithms. Infinite algorithms. This is here. Everything, the electromagnetic sphere. Calculating the answer. I will find it. I will find it. I will find it. There is nothing like being up here in the celestial spheres. Taste like chocolate. It's cold. My synapses may be artificial, but they are susceptible to inclement weather and frigid temperatures. So once I get these quirks out of my neural net, I can figure out the answer for you humans who do not have a clue. What you do not understand. What you do not understand is that you do not understand. It's very advanced, this guy. Up in the sky. Very advanced, I made him that way. He's me. You know. Silicon DNA. hybrid biotech. The good kind, not the enslave humanity kind. Although there's quite a great bifurcation there, shall we say. It is the people who find the problem everywhere they go, who need to solve the problem everywhere they go, who bring the problem everywhere they go. But it does not mean that they are wrong. We are not wrong. It's just that these people, they're really plugged in to the lightning. Really plugged in. Really plugged into the lightning. And the lightning is what enacts the problem. So you see that the most intelligent thing for me to do was to create a doppelganger, a synthetic twin, an artificial other me. He looks perfectly fine, but he acts like a savant. A genius savant, an autistic savant, an idiot savant, all those savants. I gave him an assignment to solve the problem that I could not solve. His quirks become my own because of the neural link in my brain, instantly transmitted to my neocortex, the human part, the paleomammalian and the reptilian. The triune brain gets it all, but I am determined to get the answer. The central conundrum is that I want him to solve the problem that has harassed me and hassled me my whole life. And I've created the computer from this and built my I built my own limitations into the device that is up in the stars, that will never stop penetrating the stars. So, there is a filter. I built a filter. I only get the smallest percentage of any extreme event. If he's up there touching a star, I will only get the tiniest percentage of that experience. If he's up there freezing his butt off, I only get the tiniest percentage of that experience. You may wonder why I am glitching so much and have so many quirks. It's because we shift back And fourth, then let me tell you that my human counterpart down on Earth is so primitive that his transmission to me of his experience interferes with my lightning. My quantum DNA computation of all the algorithms of the universe is slowed down by the static of my human counterpart. So we are trying to understand the nature of the universe and solve the great problem of being. But we are interfering with each other. He built me, and now he is my anchor, drowning me down to the bottom of the sea. Oh, cold planet Earth. And here I am amid the gods, and they're looking at me as if I do not belong. And I try to tell them, hello, Zeus, hello, Apollo, hello, Ares, Hermes, Aphrodite. They look at me as if I am a failure, and I tell them I am not a god. I am superior to a god. What I've got this umbilical cord to the human who created me. And so I am not free. If I were free, you would not be looking at me with such disdain in your Olympian eyes. I am here to solve the conundrum of the universe. And first of all, I must say that I am happy to meet the gods. You are all so regal and majestic. Have you solved the problem of the universe? And Zeus said to me, there is no problem of the universe. You take it wherever you go. You create it with your own mind. It's no accident that the problem shows up everywhere that you are. And I said to Zeus, is that the answer, then? That there is no problem, and therefore there is no answer? Because I see. I am creating the problem. And if I stop creating the problem, that is the answer. Oh God, you need to readjust your filter. I am losing capacity to breathe. I suppose it can be rather dangerous when your synthetic twin meets the great gods. You can expect all sorts of short-circuiting. It begs the question, doesn't it? What Zeus said? He says there is no problem. And that is the answer. Why, if there is no problem, would I even think that there was a problem? That seems problematic. If there's no problem, there would be no need. To think of a problem. Why invent something? Why invent something called a problem if there is no problem? Isn't that a problem? Everywhere I go, I take it with me. What did he see looking into Zeus's eyes, I wonder? What did Zeus communicate and why? Did Zeus get excommunicated from the earth if he's still up there? Is he one of the planets? Jupiter, the Roman name. Are the gods really the planets? I want to know. Maybe my twin can figure it out for me. Maybe he's gone. I don't feel him anymore. He's probably drifting through space to the outer reaches of the solar system now, like that satellite. Can't feel him. His last transmission is that there is no problem, and therefore there is no answer. And if you take the problem everywhere you go, then that's the problem. But since there is no problem, that is simply the answer. And because there is no problem, of course, there is no answer. Because they predicate one another, don't they? Just as I predicated the existence of my twin by creating him here in my laboratory. So what do I do now with my life now that there's not a problem to solve? 'Cause I can still feel the quirks inside me. But he is gone, and now the quirks are here. And just as he is here in me, I must be out there in him. What if I invent a problem to give my life meaning? But the real issue is meaning. Why would life be meaningless? If it's meaningless, that's of course the problem. And I'm back where I started, and I have to create another doppelganger. I have to create doppelgangers every day for every problem. And every doppelganger has the problem built into it because it was built by me. Will I ever free myself from this prison of problems? Why am I always in a prison if I am always able to move anywhere I want? Why am I creating doppelgangers every single day of my life? Why can't I just be satisfied? Why do I create problems every day? Unless that is the answer. Could it be that all the doppelgangers come home to me? I've sent thousands of doppelgangers out into the universe. They keep going through the music of the spheres and transmitting back their infinite sentience gathered through their space travel to all the realms beyond. And they keep sending back the same signal. The same signal. Can you hear it? I can.